Wade Stadium where they've got a fever and the only prescription is more cowbell. We have a ranked versus unranked battle coming up here, and you know how chaos can ensue if they start smelling an upset. As we see a squad from the Big 12, the Houston Cougars, taking on the 11th ranked team in the land, the Mississippi State Bulldogs. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. Houston ready to put it deep and get this game going. And he takes this from inside the 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. So Mississippi State's offense takes the field to start this game off. And here's the man they rally around, and he has earned that type of respect, David.
You dang right. You earn it by doing it, and he's done it at such a high level. Everyone believes in this young man, and Palmer, there's a reason why.
You're right, David. He's been in the big moments, and he's won the big games. This guy delivers when the game is on the line.
Got 8 on first down, now looking at a 2nd and 2. They can't corral the pitch, the ball's on the ground. The D scoops it up, and everybody reverses field. Gets it into the end zone, but there's a flag down. We'll see if this one is coming back. This offense plenty happy enough with the result of that play, so they just let the official put that flag back in his pocket and decline the penalty. And the extra point makes it 7-0. The scoop and score. What a lift it can give to the defense. Not content to get the ball. They wanted to do something with it, and they did. On the run from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, that they get him on the ground at the 20. Offense getting set for first down. Snags it quickly on the left. Oh, what a move to get open. And he was loose and in the open field and on his way. A tremendous pickup on that one. One big play to get it up near midfield. Now they're in business at the 47. Going up top on first down. Unloads it downfield. He caught it. Touchdown, Bulldogs! And once he found some daylight, it was time to make a house call.
Yeah, coming into the game, you look at the stats and you say top 10 offense in scoring, so they better be able to create what? Explosive plays. Another explosive plays. They've been doing it all year long. Those plays are backbreakers. Defenses just can't contain this offense.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. So the Houston Cougars offense will have its first possession of the game. These two dudes who both come off the edge can wreck an offensive stage, Jesse.
Man, these quarterbacks better have an internal clock working today. If you hold on to the football, you are getting sacked.
Best athletes on the field are defensive linemen, and when you got guys like this that can get after the quarterback, points will be at a premium.
Quickly to the tight end, and he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain. These two conferences have been tied together for years through the Sugar Bowl, a little testiness with the whole Texas-Oklahoma thing, and now the rivalry on the field between the Big 12 and the SEC.
Yeah, and conference realignments played a big factor, too, between these two conferences. Think back to when Texas A&M and Missouri joined the SEC. So this is always a fun one to watch, David. Wide open offense from the Big 12, and then you get the physicality and the speed from the SEC.
I think you nailed it right there. Two totally different worlds. They live in different worlds all the time. One is pitchy woo-woo, throw it around all over the yard. The other one, physicality. Which style can present itself today and win the ball game?
To the ground with the back. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5.
I like this guy as a running back because he can run between the tackles and he can also go outside. He can really do it all.
Handoff from the gun. And he's a real nowhere man tackled in this no-gain land. They have it at the 43, 3rd and short, trying to avoid making a decision on 4th down. Pocket starts to collapse. And this is going to be incomplete on 3rd down. Houston will be forced to punt. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. Here comes the Bulldog offense back onto the field. This could be a real turning point in the game. They scored a touchdown. They got to stop. And now a chance to break the tie.
Yeah, this offense has got it cooking, man. And how about the defense? Great job getting that stop, getting the football right back to the hot hand. Now this offense, Palmer, has a chance to take the lead.
You can see the offense, too. They understand the situation right now. They were jonesing on the sidelines to get another opportunity to run back on the field. They are ready to drive this ball and go score.
Solid gain to get them out close to the 20. Pick up a 5 to the 19. You've got a 3rd and manageable, backed up in your own end, but convert here and you get some momentum. Got his man quickly. And he goes down after making the grab, picks up a few, but still short of the first down. And the offense will stay on the field. Do you think they're just going to try to make the defense jump? He's not going to get there. Stop short on 4th down.
Man, first half being that aggressive on your side of the field, that's a different world. Like, you live in the analytics world, and I know people say go for it more often. I don't see the point in going for it on that one early in the game in that situation.
He wants to start this drive with a pass. And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. Everybody needs a little luck, and the offense just got it by falling on that fumble. 2nd down after the offense averted absolute disaster. He's looking to throw. And he just flat dropped it. I think he wanted to run before he secured it.
Obviously, when you're playing in weather like this, the ball is very slippery and it's hard to catch. The QB threw a bullet that time, and his receiver just could not reel it in.
On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. He's got it on the move. The tackle is made, but he's got it 1st and goal from the 6.
I love that from this offense. 3 is good. You're in field goal range, but now we're set up with 1st and goal because of great 3rd down execution by this offense. Stay aggressive. Even when you get in this part of the field, when everything shrinks and gets a little bit harder, you still want to be aggressive.
They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Touchdown, Houston! Hello! And they made it to the house when they found that 6 points waiting on them. Well, just as you would expect, that didn't take very long.
It didn't, Reese, and you've got to make great field position count. When you've got opportunities, you got to pay it off. And the offense took advantage, scoring a touchdown. Didn't have far to go, but they got the points they needed.
From inside the 10, here he comes. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. The Mississippi State offense headed back to the field to go to work. And they drag him down, but not before he picks up the 1st down.
And that is exactly why you stick to running the football. Haven't had a lot of success, but boom, you pop one, right? That's what you got to do. You cannot become one-dimensional and just throw the football every down. Love the offense sticking to the run. Nice job getting the 1st down.
And the defense makes the stop after a minimal gain. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. The sweet feet keeping the play alive. Setting up the screen. And it's pretty obvious there was a big hole in that screen, and the defense ran right through it. They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. And it's caught inside the 20. Touchdown, Bulldogs! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing. And he made that extra point, the wet turf, no problem at all. And we're all square as he's set to kick it away. From a couple of yards deep, he'll bring it out. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. The Houston offense ready to go back to work. The way this game started, you feel as if you have to score a touchdown every time you have it, and now we'll see if they can respond.
Yeah, and I wonder how much pressure that puts on the offense. Jesse, like, you know this is back and forth, and I got to score, and every possession matters so much. What does that do to you as a quarterback?
Well, it puts a lot more pressure on you for sure to feel like I got to make every 3rd down throw. If guys are open vertically down the field, I got to hit them too. We can't let our serve get broken.
Offense working from the pistol. Here's the handoff. And they make the tackle, but the official has tossed his flag.
Illegal flag. Offense.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. A first down for the offense. Out of the gun, they give to the back. And they get him down.
He's brought down at the 20. Brings up second down.
They'll line up for a second down play. They'll run it from the gun. Crosses the 30, he's got to lay it. He showed it all there, a little elusiveness, a little power, and he's got the first down.
Well, he was able to gash him on that play. You just give this guy 1 inch, one little crease. He puts his foot in the ground. He gets north fast.
They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. He'll pull it on the read. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go.
Illegal flag. Offense.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. First thing you want to do if you're in a hole is stop digging. It's 1st and 20. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Gets it out fast. And he was loose and not stopped until he gets to the 47-yard line. And the Cougars in the hurry up.
How nice is it as a quarterback when you don't have to throw post routes to get great stats? No, I can just throw it quickly to one of the fastest players in the entire nation and let him burn this defense.
What a good run there. He has enough for the first down.
Every offense wants to be able to run the ball and be physical, especially on first down. And you want to create 2nd and short, 3rd and short, or just get first downs like that run right there.
How about these two running games so far? Dominance on the ground as we look at the first quarter stats. We've got a good one going here, and looking forward to keep those vibes rolling here in the second. First down to start the drive after the break. They'll give it to him again. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
People talk about physical tackles all the time. That's how you deliver the boom. Lower your pads, run your feet, take that guy from him going forward to flat back.
Fires the pass, intercepted. Didn't really have room to operate on the return, but he hands him the ball at the 32. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They'll run it from the gun. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands.
Hold it. Offense.
We'll repeat the previous down, but this time the offense has 10 more yards it has to cover. Looking for a productive play on first down. Wants to go up top. Pressure coming. And they got him for the sack. I wonder how much fun this is for him. The head coach trying to take down the old alma mater across the way.
Yeah, I think these are always mixed emotions and how you feel about this, playing your old squad. Like, it's something about it, I'm sure, that's nostalgic, and all the memories probably come flooding back. But there's also a competitive element, Palmer, that you want to beat this squad. Like, this is the next team in your way for you accomplishing your goals and dreams.
Yeah, he's probably experiencing the emotional spectrum coming into this game, but make no mistake about it, he has to separate himself from his past allegiances. And understand, he's the home team. He wants this crowd to get in this football game. You know he just gave a rousing speech to his guys in the locker room before taking the field. He wants to win this game versus his alma mater.
They make the stop, but not before they do their work up top and pick up a first down. Mississippi State to the line with a fresh set of downs. Just a short pass to the tight end. And this defense's head is spinning. He gets it down to the 27. Really good job working through his progression. He get it to him quickly, and the big tight end has a chance to run a little.
And a really good job by the QB throwing an accurate throw. I got to hit those guys on the move, on the run, so they can do this. They can catch the football, get upfield, and chew up some extra yards.
And the incompletion brings up a second down for this offense. Trying to get to him. He's in a world of trouble, and down he goes. A catastrophic loss on that play.
And the defense there goes zone coverage, maybe confused the quarterback a little bit, forced him to hold on to the football, and that allowed the pass rush to get home.
They've got the screen set up. On the move at the 30. They play that screen nicely. He tried to find his way to the marker, but it'll be fourth down. Mississippi State rings the cowbell in the red zone. Quarterback making adjustments with his receivers. Getting some heat. And it's incomplete. The long pass downfield they couldn't hook up.
Oh, that stings, man. You did a great job calling the play. You got your guy open. Everything was executed perfectly. And the ball hits him in the hands, and he just can't bring it in. Man, those are tough ones. Those are tough to swallow.
Out of the chute, quick toss to the right.
I really like the slot receiver. And I understand he's not the biggest guy in the world, but he just runs really good routes, and he's always under control. He can run option routes. He can run double moves. He does a great job cutting, and he's dangerous after the catch. Nice weapon to have working in the middle of the field.
And that's your goal. Separate man from ball. Try to get your shoulder in there on the catch point and really give him something to think about. Physically jar that football and knock it out. Nice job by the defender.
Caught close to the marker. It's Marquez. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. First down here for the offense. They keep attacking through the air. Throws to the wideout. He's got an open man. And he was on his way. Gets it all the way to the 38.
And a really good job by the quarterback being very decisive. He saw his matchup. He went for it. He attacked it. Got the positive gain. I would say he's going to find that guy a few more times today.
From the gun, running back on the move. Open space at the 25. And chunk plays are the name of the game, and they get one here before the defense finally makes a stop. They're getting this guy lathered up. Give him 6 on the play. They'll mark it at the 9.
I like it. Just frustrate the defense. Get that 5 to 6 yards. Make them honor the run. Make them know that you're willing to run the football and run it effectively.
He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it first and goal.
And listen, the offensive line has to do their job, but a really good job by the running back, understanding where his hole is. Go hit it, get the first down, don't mess around. Nice job following his hole, getting positive yards.
They'll try to run it in. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Can the defense stop him again on second and goal? Tries again to get it in. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line. And after getting it right on the edge, they'll try to punch it in on third down. He'll keep it himself. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry. And on fourth down, they'll try to put 3 on the board. And this one ought to be nice and easy, a 22-yard attempt. It's wise not to be too greedy, and they'll go ahead and send out the field goal unit. Oh, the attempt is no good. And here in the second quarter, we remain all knotted up.
Well,
That's one the kicker would like to have back. That's a kick he should be making in his sleep.
Here comes the Mississippi State offense, ready to attack. Right down the middle. And that pass is intercepted. Made the play on the pick, was hoping to make one on the return. He'll have to settle for letting the offense pay it off from the 26. Line gets set, first down. He's going to pass. Coming after it. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. Here comes the offense on second down. After the incompletion, they go back up top. And he got a hand in there and knocks it away incomplete.
Well, you know what they say, tips lead to picks, and the offense there lucky that one wasn't intercepted.
On third and long, trying to have a big completion here. It's complete, and he will score! Touchdown, Houston!
And I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. And I'll tell you what, keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Green. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Here comes the Bulldog offense back onto the field. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a rhythm.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
Quarterback doing what he does best. He can move. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense. This is where you make the money on the drive. Ball at the 30, it's third and short. From the gun, wants to pass. Caught near the sticks, it's Green. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. They're bringing heat. And it's picked off. Didn't let him get loose on the return, but he'll take it as they have the ball at the 47.
And this is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
And they're not quite in rhythm there.
The receiver is incomplete.
After the misfire, now on second down. He's looking to throw. It's complete to the left. Breaks out another sweet move and gets it down to the 40. The offense will have to use its first time out of the half. This feels like 4-down territory, third and short from the 40. Looking to throw for it. Fires a bullet, now it's picked off. Takes it the other way. Inside the 30. 10. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position. About the only good thing that happened for the offense on that play, at least it wasn't a pick six. What a return.
Yeah, that didn't look good for the offense. You know all those big fellas, those O-linemen, they're not going to be able to go make the play. So as the DB getting the interception, you know, if you can break that play and you can get past that level, it might be to the house. It might be to the crib. Lucky that wasn't a pick six if you're on offense.
Wedges, pushes, and he's over and in for the touchdown. PAT unit on the field. And it's up and good. They got the ball in great field position, and bam, bam, 2 plays and into the end zone. So they got the touchdown, now going to put it in the hands of their defense to finish off this half. And he's coming out of the end zone. He's brought down at the 16, would have been much better off to take the touchback. The Houston offense comes onto the field. Now they're backed up here, Jesse. Wonder how aggressive they're willing to be.
I think it's going to come down to how much confidence they have in this quarterback and his decision-making, because you cannot throw an interception at this part of the field with this little time left.
And I think that's conversations you've had with the young fella on the sidelines, being like, what are you comfortable with right here that we can run? Maybe stay aggressive, but make sure I don't make that mistake.
Grabbed in the middle. It's Combs. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play.
You see it more and more. Smaller wide receivers, I don't care about their size anymore. I put them in the slot. I let them get a good matchup. They're so quick, people can't get their hands on them. They make plays, and I feed them.
And he can't escape, and down he goes.
Sometimes you beat your guy and you get sacked so clean, and sometimes, like on this play, the DBs do a great job covering, make the QB hold the football, and then the rush gets home.
We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
All right, guys, looks like we've got a great atmosphere today in Starkville. And it'd be easy to say these two offenses are glad we've hit halftime based on their respective performances. It would also be accurate. Turnovers and sacks have told the story so far. And you gotta believe the play calling has been the issue, right? Time to shred those game plans and just get back to basics. And with that, let's send it back to the fellas at Davis-Wade Stadium.
Thanks for that breakdown, Kevin. Mississippi State will put a foot to it to crank up the second half. And he's coming out of the end zone. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. Houston sending the offense back onto the field. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean, it's been a little bit of back and forth and a feeling out process. And now once you get in the second half, who's going to get aggressive, Palmer? Who's going to take some shots, try to make some plays, and really go for it?
Yeah, it's interesting. I think as play callers right now, you learn a lot about these coaching staffs with respect to who does make the best adjustments. There's a lot of coaches that believe we're just going to be who we are. We're going to keep doing what we do. We're just going to do it better. But then there are others that tweak things a little bit on offense and on defense. We're going to find out here.
Forced out of the pocket. Kept it, and he's past the marker. Still on his feet at the 45. He gets the job done, picking up the first down, then getting down. Houston wants to play fast.
This guy just gives you nightmares. I mean, he's just got so much electricity. He just pulls it down and chews up yards like it's nothing. That's a quarterback. A quarterback doing that to your defense.
Quick toss. Crosses the 10. He's run out of bounds, but not before turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down.
How about the left side of the line, getting off the ball, creating some holes for that running back to get through, making a big play on the handoff to the left.
When something works that well, you might as well go right back to it. I mean, they showed no indication that they could stop it.
I like to go back to it and hurry up, get to the line of scrimmage quick, run it again.
He's going to pass on second down. They're trying to get to it. Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24.
And I love playing man coverage on the back end, getting those receivers' faces. Don't let them feel comfortable and run zone where they can find all these holes in the zone, and my rush can't get home. Pressure them, pressure them, pressure them.
Nice job by the defense. They're mixing up their look. They're third and long in field goal range. They go zone coverage. So everybody on the back end has the eye on the quarterback, and they're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
It's good. And now they regain the lead. After that last field goal drive, they're set to kick it away. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. The Mississippi State offense headed back to the field to go to work. That last drive really productive. David wound up with a touchdown. They'll try to do it again.
Yeah, so I don't expect this offense to change too much, Reese. They had a great drive. They got the touchdown, everything working. I would expect them to keep pushing this ball downhill.
And just imagine if they could put another touchdown on the board right here. They could capture so much momentum in this game.
Open runway ahead. He's at the 30. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Mississippi State. And that one will put him up here in the second half.
Really nice job working the route, getting himself open, and he was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Hey, guys, got a final score in a big top 25 matchup. TCU rolled to victory in front of those fans in Fort Worth who had the Go Frogs hand sign up for 60 minutes. Super Frog was flexing all game too. As complete a win as they've had for some time. A top 25 clash and an impressive showing that could be a huge confidence builder for this program. Back to you.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. They'll try again on second down after the incompletion. Off the play fake. Wide open downfield. A little more space. Open up that playbook even more as they pick up the first down out to the 30. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. And his throw is incomplete.
In football, you hear the term quick but don't hurry. And you can tell when you run these RPOs, the QBs want to make that decision quick. And I think he hurried it a little bit too much. Got the ball out quick, but obviously was inaccurate with his pass.
This time he's got it. Gets it to the 42-yard line, and that's a first down. This Houston offense about to snap it on first down again. They'll run it out of the shotgun. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming.
Well, this offense came into the game knowing they wanted to be physical, they wanted to establish the line of scrimmage, and they're running downhill right at this defense, and they're churning out positive yardage early.
Bought a little time, lets it go. Finds his man. Dragged down at the 43, but they've got it in enemy territory. They picked up 10 and give him a first down. Use the play fake, now to throw. And that one's incomplete. Worth taking a shot there, but couldn't hook up.
Well, quarterback trying to get aggressive and trying to take a shot deep down the field, but just not on the same page with his wide receiver as the pass falls incomplete.
He makes the catch, but the official's right on top of it, signaling out of bounds. And let's hold on just a minute here as the officials are going to have a second look. And you know the standard is indisputable video evidence, and the officials will change the call. Looking to throw it again. He lets it fly. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Cougars. That was just as simple as playing catch in warm-ups.
And this offense felt like they could take advantage of this defense down the field, throwing the football. They've got a lot of speed on the perimeter. And I feel like they've got some matchups they feel they should be winning one-on-one. You saw a great example of it right there.
On the move from inside his 5. They bring him down, but not before a really good return sets up this offense in solid field position. Here comes the Mississippi State offense, ready to attack. After standing on the sideline and watching that long touchdown drive, they really need to put something together. And they got him. They'll get him down for the sack.
And that's not how you want to start a drive. On the very first play, you give up a sack and you lose a ton of yards. Quarterback, you've got to know, just throw the ball away, know when the play is over.
At the 45, on his way. Got a lot of running room. And they get him out of bounds after an explosive run, just chewing up yardage along the way. They say it's still a game of field position, and that last one just flipped this baby. They've got it 1st and 10 in the red zone. And how about that interior defense stuffing the run for nothing?
Well, this is a defense that we know takes tons of pride stopping the run. That's where it all starts and ends with them, and you saw a great effort on that last play.
And he has a solid game before the defense bottles him up.
I'm not sure what the quarterback saw on that one, but that was a very quick decision to take off and run with it to try to get his offense some positive yards.
Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. And it looks as if they're going to try a field goal. And the kicker delivers the 3 to salvage that drive. And after the 3-spot, guys, we're all tied up. And we're all square as he's set to kick it away. Looks as if the returner will try and field this one. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. And now the offense will come onto the field again. And David, how they would love to stick it in the end zone one more time after that last drive.
And once you get the defense on their heels and you back them off a little bit, you get in a little bit of rhythm, it's really hard to stop, Jesse, and they're going to try to do it again right here.
And if you're this play caller, you're loving what's happening right now because everything you dialed up on that last drive ended up working out. You're just looking at your play sheet. Everything you're picking is working. Let's see if they can pull it off again here.
And wings it incomplete.
Tell you what, that was a lightning-fast decision. You could tell he knew what he wanted to do right away, makes the decision, but maybe his footwork wasn't a little bit good, and the pass wasn't where he wanted to put that thing. I know that.
Makes the grab. And he's brought down after a nice gain. The Cougars are in the hurry-up. This dude is just exceptional in every facet. So fluid, such a great route runner, and a big play there.
And money down, third down, fine down. I mean, you want to find that matchup because he's going to win. And gets a good release, gets down the field. You see that's your playmaker, that's your guy. Get it to him, get the first down.
Let's see what they've got on second down. Quarterback on the keeper. Pass the sticks, and he may get more. Makes the tackle at the 46, but it's a 15-yard gain to get them into plus territory. The Cougars are moving quickly down the field. Give to the running back. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. This has been a tight one, third quarter, all tied up. It's now 2nd and 10. He's looking to throw. He's moving out of the pocket. They get him on the ground. Didn't see anything downfield, but made a little something out of it. We've been treated to an aerial show by these two guys so far as you check out their numbers. Can't wait to see how this fourth quarter is going to go and see who can come out on top in this barn burner. They need to get a little closer for a field goal try, and they've got to do it in a hurry. He's got his man, makes the grab. Working their way closer and closer, a third down conversion, and they've got it at the 26. That was a really well-run route on the curl to pick up the first down.
Yeah, and it's a nice job, too, by the receiver, getting his depth and then finding space in between the defenders, giving his quarterback a nice target.
Oh, the ball popped out. That's a way to mess up a drive. Oh, looks as if the defense got it. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The offense lining up for a first down play. He's looking to throw it. Going over the top. And he's got it inside the 20. He's showing it all. The juice, the jets, the moves, and he's got it down to the 16-yard line. They just changed the dynamic of this possession in a heartbeat, and now it's got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Mississippi State. They move on top here in the fourth.
This offense is high octane, boy. You just saw it. Not a lot of time needed for them to go all the way and score 6. Well done.
The extra point is good, and now in the fourth, they're up by a touchdown and an extra point. The kickoff team out there getting set. Out of the end zone. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. Here comes the Houston offense once again. When you're playing from behind, you can't afford to give it up the way they did the last drive, David.
No doubt, you cannot give the football away. Again, turnovers are the biggest stats in winning and losing games. You're behind, Palmer. Take care of the ball, but we got to go get a score here.
Yeah, and they just got to do a better job executing. I like the game plan so far for them, but they just need to go out and do a better job connecting the dots.
first down for this offense. Here's the snap, itching to fire downfield. Starting to feel a little pressure. Really nice stop there from this senior leader. This offense has a second down play. He's looking to throw. Oh, he's going to take a shot at the DB. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at third down. I'm not positive, but that first down marker might be in the next county. On third and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Feeling some heat. Couldn't find a man and just had to throw it away to avoid a negative play. Houston sends the punt team onto the field. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Makes a move. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. Here comes the Bulldog offense back onto the field. Looking for a productive play on first down. He wants to throw. Gonna take a shot at this DB. He caught it, and he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Bulldogs. They extend the lead here in the fourth, and after stumbling early, about to push their record to 3-1. That touchdown grabbed the 25th of his career.
Not surprising either. When you've got this guy's ability at that position, quarterbacks are going to be looking for you. 25 touchdown catches, that's an impressive thing.
Yeah, he's definitely one of those guys that have been so big time. Big time moments, clutch plays, makes those contested catches. He's a guy that can do everything, and that's why he's putting up such great stats.
Comes out throwing on first down. And that is interception number 3 on the day. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
It doesn't get any better for your defense. You know exactly the situation in the fourth quarter. Everything in your favor. Don't let them make big plays. How about you?
Makes the catch on the left. Touchdown, Bulldogs. And once he got loose, it was all over. They're now in really good shape to get back into the win column as they extend the lead here late.
Salt into wound, right? Late in the fourth quarter, you can run the football, run this game out. No, sir. I'm going to continue to pad my stats, find my receiver out wide, and give me another touchdown.
The Houston offense ready to go back to work. Well, let's see if this drive goes better than the last one. They were in and out quickly after the quick pick, David.
Yeah, first play, big mistake, man. Now, let's get this offense in a little bit of a rhythm. Maybe before you open it up again, Palmer, or do you trust him right away?
He seems to me like the guy maybe that just needs to kind of get into the flow of the game. So maybe you get the running game going here and just give him some easy looks to let him get lathered up.
And how about the efficiency on that one? It'll bring up 2nd and 4. Offense at an empty set. On 2nd down, he'll fire. Going up top. Complete downfield. You're not getting him on the ground. Still on his feet. A huge gain on that one before he ran out of bounds, and he has the first down. Houston going up tempo. Red pass, it's complete. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage. Lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. They'll leave it with him. Pulled down after a pickup of 3. Ball's at the 13. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. He wants it all. Reels it in the end zone. Touchdown, Cougar! He has been surgical. Precision passes, using the scalpel, the fine instrument, rather than the blunt one.
And the defense has had absolutely no answer for him. Just, he's been down their throats all game long, a step ahead, understanding what he's seeing, and just destroying this defense.
Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. The Mississippi State offense headed back to the field to go to work. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is...
Pulls it in on the right. And they were looking for a chunk play, and they got it. The explosive picks up more than 30.
Well, it really just feels like they are trying to make a statement to everybody in college football. They've got a lead. They've got it late.
And now on the pitch, the ball's loose. Once that ball was loose, offense didn't have a chance. Defenders everywhere. It's a turnover. First down here for the offense. Looking to move it through the air. Steps away to find some room.
This offense is going to have to come up with a plan to block this guy. He's an absolute monster, and he showed you all his tools on that sack.
He's looking for an open man on second down. And he avoids the hit and slides after the short gain. Now facing a third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He'll loft one deep down the left side. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a fourth down. No signs of any kind of kickers. They'll leave the offense out there to try to move those chains. On fourth down, looking to pass. Complete out of the backfield, looking for the sticks. And how about that catch and run? So dangerous, this guy. Houston wants to play fast.
Well, down 2 possessions. Good news is you get the completion. Bad news, though, did not get out of bounds. You know right now, saving the clock. That is at a premium for this offense.
On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the hit. A nifty pickup there. And now on second down for this offense.
Yeah, I think you're just seeing the experience this guy has, right? He's so poised that initially he's flushed out of the pocket, nothing's open, and he doesn't panic. He's not throwing it away. He's not sliding early. He just knows where the defense isn't, and he's able to attack that space with his speed and get a positive play.
Throw him to the spot, and that's exactly what he did to pick up the first down.
And that's so many hours of doing this together. You know exactly when he's going to break on that out route. You know what kind of speed he has because you've thrown it so many times. Nice rhythm and timing, and you could tell that was experience between receiver and quarterback.
And defensively, this is exactly what you want, right? You got the big lead, so you can play big zone coverages. Just keep the ball in front of you. Keep your eye on the quarterback. Rally to the football. Gang tackle. You're going to win this game.
We've reached the 2-minute warning, and we see miracles in college football all of the time, and they could use one here. Trying to find his man on first down. Unloads to the wideout. He's got it and still on his feet. They make the stop at the 5-yard line, but they've got it first and goal. Out of the gun, looking to throw. Fires into the end zone. And it's caught for the late touchdown. So how about this? Maybe we are set up for a finish.
And listen, still a ways to go, but great job by this offense getting you back in the ball. Now, we got a 1-possession game. We've got our score. We did what we're supposed to do. Now, how do we get this stopped? Now, the defense has to come up big and give me the rock back.
About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Here comes the Mississippi State offense, ready to attack. Okay, Jesse, this is a little bit of a tight... Going for the big play. Brings it in down the left side. Afterburner's coming. Touchdown, Mississippi State! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing. They've built a little cushion and now closer to getting a victory here in Week 4. They'll try to tack one more on their score. And the extra point splits the uprights and the lead balloons to 15. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Dynamite matchup today, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. USF is piling up the points here today. They've opened up a massive lead in what's shaping up to be the kind of blowout neither side will soon forget. They're up 14 over the Sharks. just another week of college football where we've come to expect the unexpected. Fellas?
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. The offense gets a quick timeout. At this point, every second is precious. Catch in the middle, it's Mayo. They'll move the chains after he gets it to the 43-yard line. They'll throw it on first down. Grabbed over the middle, it's Combs. And they finally haul him down, but not before the good catch and run. Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have one remaining in the half. He wants to throw it again. And he's got it inside the 15-yard line. Sprinting to the line to try to get this one off. Clock's running.
And that's good enough for a first down.
Wants to throw on first down. It falls incomplete. He was trying to find his man for 6.
Oh, and the offense just not able to come up with that. You knew that was going to be a bang-bang play, right? They're taking a shot into the end zone. That's going to have to meet a contested catch on the back end, and he wasn't able to come up with it because of the hit.
And it's incomplete as he tried to thread that needle to the back corner of the end zone. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Pocket starts to collapse. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19. Down by multiple possessions, they can't come up empty on this drive in the 4th quarter. They'll go for it on 4th down. Pressure coming. The incomplete pass makes this series end in frustration as they turn it over on downs. The offense set for a first down play. They'll try the run. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe, 2nd and 7. Timeout called by the defense, 27 seconds to go. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. Timeout called by the offense, 23 seconds remaining in the game.
Yeah, you got to be impressed with this offense, man. 4th quarter, they've been money. Great job putting drives together. Nice play there as well, but this offense has saved their best for the last part of this football game when they needed it the most.
Offense uses a timeout, 17 seconds left on the clock.
You got to be impressed by how you've seen this offense finish in this football game. They've been scoring points in the 4th quarter, just got a touchdown on their last drive, and there they rip up.
Ball is loose. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover. Coach wants the officials to have another look at the monitor. Using a timeout here, thinks the call is going to end up going his way. The coach still thinks he was right. The officials say he was not. The challenge is denied and the timeout is gone. Extra DBs on the field to defend the pass. Whoops, someone moved a little bit early. Offense going to pick up a 5-yard penalty.
False start offense.
The officials offer the deal and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Here comes the offense on first down. Wants to pass. Trying to get to it. And he just chucks it into the 4th row.
Like the job by the defense there in coverage. They took every option away from the quarterback. He was outside of the pocket, nowhere to go with it, so they forced the incompletion throw away.
He's going to let one fly down the middle. And the pass is dropped and incomplete, and that's going to do it. Clock has struck 0, and the ball game is over. Plenty of fireworks in this one, a lot of points. They always talk about having the chalk last, and it seemed like whoever was on offense had the last laugh.
It's amazing how much offenses have just boomed in college football. So good, so many ways to hurt you. And you saw both of these offenses put on the show today, Jesse.
Dave, we talked to both of these coaching staffs, and their defensive coordinators were losing sleep all week. They knew this was going to be a tough task ahead of them. So much speed, so much firepower on both of these offenses. And, man, we saw that here today.
That's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, our entire broadcast team, I'm Reese Davis. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.